Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure that you're doing that. I post beauty videos throughout the week, and then on weekends I post my vlogs. I am doing this tutorial look. It's the Instagram girl. I put a post on my Twitter and I asked for you guys to vote on two options. There was a Kourtney K look, really her natural, typical, everyday look, or the Instagram girl. And everybody voted on the Instagram girl, which is really cool. So I thought I would do that. I had a lot of fun recreating this Instagram look. I try to take a lot of inspiration from those Instagram videos you see all the time, those little like 1-minute snapshots of girls doing their entire face. Yeah, there were some struggles along the way. I'm gonna have a full coverage foundation, so with that I need a heavy duty primer. This is Laura Geller's Spackle. I used to use this all the time and it's super moisturizing. I know I'm going to be putting a full thick, very thick foundation, so I really need something moisturizing and like just thick underneath because I don't need it to be mattifying because the foundation is going to do that on its own. If you hear that, that's rain. I don't know if I could do anything about that. So for my foundation, I'm actually mixing two colors. I want the perfection of the Studio Fix Fluid as well as the longevity of the Revlon Color Stay for oily skin. This one is in the color 375. This is an NC40. So the really awesome thing about the Revlon Color Stay is that it stays on forever and it has a pump now. I talked about it in my favorites video that I did with my twin sister, so if you guys haven't watched that one, you definitely should. It's kind of fun actually. I've seen where people do favorites with their friends or their siblings and stuff like that, and it's really nice to kind of see like what extra people have. It's like almost getting two videos in one because you get like double favorites. I love the smell of Studio Fix Fluid. It's like, oh, it's so yummy. Most of the Instagram kind of girl, it has to do a lot with the face makeup, so I'm just gonna go all in. So I'm going to use this brightening concealer. This is a corrector actually, it's in yellow. I use a very small amount of this sometimes, every once in a while, but I don't really do it to brighten that much. And I'm probably still gonna, what is this? This has some weird stuff in it. Oh yeah, there's like some weird what the hell? It like bunches up. Alright, now I'm going to use two very light concealers. I'm going to use the color Sand. This is a number 20, but it's a Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Every Instagram girl does a light concealer, one that's almost doesn't work. Bringing it in like towards my nose. That looks scary. I'm not trying to shit on anybody. I'm not trying to like kind of like come down on anybody, but I've always just never tried this style of makeup, so I thought I would try it. And I'm just going to add a little bit of Bright Forecast here. To keep going with the contouring highlight theme, I'm using the color Toast by LA Girl, and I'm using that to contour my face. Again, I don't do it that much. I'm going to use a brush with this. I'm doing it on my nose. Really trying to make it work. Wow, the LA Girl stuff goes a long way. Like, you don't need a lot at all. That's fucking insane. Oh my god. But for now, we're gonna set underneath the eyes. So there's a lot of bakage that goes on in the Instagram community. And it's, I don't know, I don't really do it often, but I'll try it. I'll do it for the gram. I usually do it underneath my cheekbones. That's like my favorite place to do it. So, okay, I'm using my MAC shadows, but the first color I'm going to use is color Texture. The nice thing about like these like Instagram type of recreations is that the looks are very like similar. Like they just kind of repeat themselves over and over again. It's just like maybe like one different brand as opposed to like using Anastasia, they use motives, or as opposed to MAC they use Makeup Geek or something. So what I do notice is that they use a lot of like purpley browns, so a perfect example of that would be Handwritten. It's a really great purpley brown. And then on the lid there's usually some kind of shimmery color, like this guy right there, with some spray, because I want to make sure that the color is very pigmented. I also talked about this in my favorites, but I wanted to use it today. So usually how I do it is I pick up the product with my brush, and it's kind of hard because you kind of do need a little bit wet, but scooped it up, and then I spray my brush. It coats the brush. It's a very sticky film, so you want to make sure that you clean it off every once in a while, but yeah. These shimmer colors are so pretty. They really are. So make sure you just go back with your brush and just kind of buff out the very edge very softly. And now that that shimmery color is down, I'm going to go back in with my Handwritten color and just try to deepen it up. On the very outer corner. I'm going to brush off the under eye area and the sides of my cheekbones. For brows, a favorite product is anything from Anastasia. However, I don't have any of their pomades or anything like that, but I do have this powder. No. The Instagram look isn't about a natural look necessarily. It's more about a, just like a very glam. I'm taking some concealer with a small detail brush and doing what the huge girls do, which is shape and carve out the brow. I like doing this. This is one thing that I really do enjoy doing more of, like even every day. I don't know. That's what I see. I promise. I'm not being funny. I'm like being so serious. Pull down some of that concealer. You don't want a very thick layer of concealer because otherwise you'll be pulling down too much product and it'll get all over the eyeshadow and then it's gonna ruin what you just did with the eyeshadow. I'm just going back in with texture again, very lightly, just to bring some warmth back into the brow. I'm using a white eyeshadow. It really doesn't matter, whatever it is. It's more beige actually, it's not white. Just to set underneath that. That's pretty. Okay, now comes the wing. I'm using the easiest thing I could use. This is the NYC liquid liner. It's a really great, very typical type of eyeliner product that girls use on Instagram too. Yeah, I'm going that far. They're already uneven. Okay. Where's my mascara? Alright, I'm going to add a couple layers of mascara. And then the lashes I'm going to put on are the most dramatic ones I have. I have to get some more. There was a pair that I had and I broke it because I was a little too aggressive with cleaning it. But these are the ones that I used in my purple tutorial. And I'll post that one down below. It's a good one and I really liked it. But this is one from Eylure. I couldn't tell you what the packaging is, but it's one of the biggest name ones, so it looks like this guy. But I'm gonna put these on and then I will be back in a second. Okay, lashes are on, mascara is on. There's a lot of thunder going on right now, so that's fun. But I would say the biggest thing about Instagram tutorials is, like, honestly, your eyeshadow can look kind of shitty, but if you have like a huge set of lashes, the look looks the same. You know, it looks just as put together because the lashes totally distract from everything. So if you don't have a lot of skill in the eyeshadow department, take some time to practice on your lash application because that's really the biggest difference. I'm going to take the color Typographic and add some of that to my crease, my outer crease. It just needs more definition out there. Sometimes the lashes will totally overbear the look, so it's okay to go back and add some shadow. These lashes are huge! Yeah. I'm taking the same brow brush and I'm going to be using that. Where's my brow powder? Oh, I broke it again, my brow powder. I'm so sad. Alright, whatever. I'm going to be using Handwritten, which is that first kind of deep color that I used. And then I'm going to take Typographic and add that closer to my lash line. Very, very tight. In there. So there's some kind of sparkle in the center, so I just want to kind of add something in there. So I'm going to spray my brush and then pick up some of the icy one right here. I'm going to use that on the inner corner. Like that. I'm going to be putting my mascara on my bottom lashes. I want to build this up as much as possible because the tops are super heavy. Okay, now that I am done with the eyes, I might add a little shimmer on the brow actually. Yeah, let me add some shimmer on the brow. No, I'm gonna wait for my highlighter. Chill. I'm gonna be using these two colors. So I'm gonna use Shade Stir on my cheekbones to contour, and then I'm gonna be using Peaches as my blush. This is my favorite brush for bronzing. It's the e.l.f. complexion brush. It's just my favorite. So you want to set all of the cream, which is nice because you don't really need to add a lot of powder. Because it actually held up really well. Not putting too much. Then I'm going to take my small dual fiber brush and do the same thing to the nose area. Because you want that to be super defined. The London look. I'm going to do a little like cross here to make it look like a button nose. It's really just an illusion. It looks better in pictures. It doesn't look ideal in person. So in person you might look a little funny. Peaches blush. Peaches blush is literally the most beautiful blush. I think everybody, it's like almost flattering on everybody. One of the most dramatic highlights that I own is the one by Becca. It's the Champagne Pop. There's Opal as well. It's a very icy highlight, but I like the gold one for my skin tone. It looks like this. I like to add a little bit on my cheeks too, so it kind of rounds out. The very top. Take that with a small brush at the very high points of my brow. One of the last things that really makes this an Instagram look, an Instagram girl look, is the lip color. And it's always like a mauve-y kind of browny nude. Use the color Beeper. It's probably one of the most popular colors on Instagram. It's very brownish. It's actually very flattering on a lot of people. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the very end. That was a struggle, wasn't it? I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you had fun recreating that look with me. If you haven't already, make sure that you're clicking onto my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, whatever order it is. I constantly post on there, so if you're kind of bored or you're missing me at any point, usually you'll find me on one of those guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.